let's do. Switch it up to some Scarlet Hollow. Because it's Halloween, and what could be more fitting than Scarlet Hollow? Also, apparently, the Scarlet Hollow Chapter 5 has been released somewhat on Patreon. And by somewhat released, yeah, it's available for Patreon, people on Patreon to, like, test play or whatever. Like, you know, beta testers and everything. So it hasn't been completely released yet. But we getting there. Here we go. This is a horror game, and it's not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a list of specific content warnings. They have that, and it's really great. Scarlet Hollow contains flash warnings, I think. You'll be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. One thing I realized with, like, the backstories or whatever you can give your character, it, other than Truck, it sounds like there's nobody to miss you if you die. Which is fucking something, I tell you what. Like, goddamn, that sucks, man. Nobody to miss me, I guess. Let's just continue. No, I don't. I remember vaguely what happened. Open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you're still alive, and for now, you are safe. Right. Oh yeah, I need to tell Stella that mountain lions exist here. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of pale, faceless faces jeering at you from the trees, their calls echoing through the woods as you ran for your life. Not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. I disagree. It's not the best idea, but you know. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Check on the opossum. Hello? I'm clicking. There we go. You open the drawers to... Okay, we just got here. Alright, more sippies. Everybody sip. Also, let me double check that the game updated accordingly. Make sure that went through. You're not supposed to say Eve. You're supposed to say Scarlet Hollow. Come on. Come on, we need to interact with Dustin here. There we go. Yay! Oh good, he's still here. That's nice, but it looks like you won't be able to use those clothes anytime soon. Oh, I didn't think of that. Screw that, those are my clothes! No. What's the harm in letting the little mans can continue to nest in your clothes? Well, at least your outfit from yesterday still smells pretty okay. Maybe no one will notice. Somebody's gonna notice. Poke around in the closet. Yay, the doll still hasn't moved. Whee! Return to our room. Alright. Hi, Wayne. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. Can I tell about you today? I would really like to. Bye, dude. Leave the window. Yep. I guess I can text Stella. Yeah. Memes. Memes are the best form. Yes, the best card cat meme. Alright. We go. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet you? Beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly as that may seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou-Frou merely flickers her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Hey! What's up? You sure took your time getting up. What are your plans for the day? The plan is that I go to work and do my job, and you stay out of trouble. I'm late enough as it is, so listen up. No repeats. Yes, it's dangerous out there. Take this. I could also almost be eaten by a mountain lion. I tried getting home by sunset. I was just attacked by a mountain lion. They get home before sunset. The fuck is up with you and Stella? I just have a history. That's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Alright, fine. Sorry about last night, but what you're doing is unacceptable. Alright, fine. Let's call a truce. You stop causing me undue stress. Oh, this is different. Yeah. I think, yeah. Alright, fine. Let's call a truce. You stop causing me undue stress, and I'll try to be a little less snippy. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work. I expect you to... oh, for fuck's sake. I apparently have not been hydrating enough. I am late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to... And I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset! Bye. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the corridor, down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. Yes! We are connecting! Memes! What truly brings us all together. Hope you're holding up okay, or as good as you can with all the stuff we saw last night. I was up most of the night on cryptid forums. No real answers yet. I'm at the library now. If you want to join. I have scones. No, I was gonna bail on this, but like I have to show her the mountain lion. I'll be there in a bit. Still waking up. Whoop. Hello. I'll be there in a bit. There we go. Be there in a bit. Still waking up. All right. That's that. Time to start your day. We're gonna make a PBJ. Just in case, because goddamn, my character doesn't eat enough, I don't think. Yeah, let's go check this out. Investigate further. Take it all in. Because why not? Well, strikingly, it's the rusted gates. There's a fucking graveyard there. Goddamn. Check the ground. You're crouched down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. Snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. I want to show this to Tabitha. Why can't I show this to Tabitha? Maybe I'll get the option to this time. Head to town. After last night, you're trying to screw the town. I really do want... Maybe I'll choose this next time. I don't know. But right now I'm heading into town. Because I have to show her. I really want to show her the mountain lion. Like, I don't want to miss that. I hope I get... I just realized I don't know for certain if I can show her the... Fuck. Well, if not, I'll load and go back. Yay, it's pretty. Look what I found at the library. Said she was up all night thinking about the video. Adding you to a group text. You didn't tell me any of this stuff, but only... Anyway. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, lol, and I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff. Who and the what now? We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom. I don't think I've been informed of this. Sounds like they're having fun. Okay, yeah. Excuse me, what are ditchlings? Almost back to town. Okay, good. I got to say, You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you. No scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed, as if they happened to someone else. Oh, hey, Blaze. Avery! We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and, well, you're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. Hi, person this character hasn't been introduced to yet. I'm Sybil. I run the tea house. I believe you've met my daughter's friend, Stella? You went out with her last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. What? I'm traumatized and not really... Okay, I get it. Sounds like you've been shaken up pretty bad. I'll tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Wendy can fix you some of Sybil's new tea blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chunga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. If you like talking, I'll be all ears. But no pressure. Anyways, it's nice to see you. See you around, Blaze. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how some people might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. But actually, before I go, a word. Stella came by to my tea room last night. She told me about what you saw out in the woods, and she showed me her footage, too. I know what you two went through, and I know what you saw. Those things are real. Neither of you imagined them, and they're certainly no ordinary creatures. Well, that's reassuring, you know, like, we did see shit. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. I've told Stella and my daughter Kanika what I know, though I'm afraid that's not much. I've never heard about ditchlings, and I feel like I know a lot about folktales. Do you understand ADHD, ma'am? Do you understand hyperfocus, hyperfixation? I've never heard of ditchlings, and I feel like I know a lot about folktales. Not everything is recorded in writing. Some things you've got to hear about from folks who've seen them firsthand. I mean, she's not wrong. And you get to be as old as I am, you hear a lot of things. You know, you should count yourself lucky. There aren't many people who have seen a ditchling and lived to tell about it. Or so they say. I didn't punch one in the face, so I can't. What if they saw me punching one in the face? Oh, I didn't punch one in the face this time. Damn. What kind of destruction are we talking about here? We've seen just one or two. I could say a bridge collapse, a bad accident, something tragic but not devastating. But this many, multiplying like they are, I couldn't tell you. So, they're dangerous? Are they gonna start attacking people? I think you misunderstood me. They're not dangerous on their own. I think of them more like a bird flocking before the storm. Yeah, but birds flocking before a storm don't fuck up the local wildlife as they run. They're neither a threat on their own, nor the cause of what's to come, merely a sign that things are not as they should be. Yeah, no shit. Well, we can't exactly evacuate it. Well, can we evacuate an entire town? I don't fucking know, man. Leave and go where? These people's whole lives are in this town. Their homes, their histories, their families, most of them don't have any kind of money. Don't have the kind of money it would take to start somewhere else. You could try to convince them, but I think you'll find it a difficult task. Okay, but like if a hurricane's coming, or like there's tsunami, or like, you know, other shit, you get the fuck out, because the alternative is, you know, I'm just saying. Well, can we stop it then? Do we have a Jaeger that can fight the storm? I'm afraid I don't have any good answers to that, but Stella and Kanika are doing their best to get to the bottom of this. Okay, but if it's not written down, how are we gonna find shit? Aside from that, I suppose the best we can do is stay close to our loved ones. I say that would mean Tabitha should try and spend some time with her only living relative while she can, but I get the feeling she cares a little too much about her work to let herself leave it for that long. You could always go to her. Maybe that would bring her a little joy, even if she might struggle to admit as much. She probably would. For no reason in particular, just because it's different, I'm just not gonna mention Wayne. Well, I didn't know about this already, so I guess this was helpful. Thank you. Of course. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got a lot of things that I need tending to, and I was actually trying to leave like 5 minutes ago, and then I extended the conversation, you know, like some people do. We just talked for ages. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Talk to you later. Probably a little bit of time. I'm going to go to the diner. Sup? Yes. No, I'm just gonna... I don't want to appear nuts, thank you. Hey, Avery. Hey, can I have coffee? Like, no offense to the tea lady, but I mean, I myself don't like coffee. Can I have a hot chocolate? Like, or like something breakfast? Here, heard you might need this. By the way, it's a shitty crossword puzzle. Damn, this sucks. Why do you get annoyed by these things? I just want a crossword puzzle. Yeah, do Sudoku. It's fun. Okay, bye. Yay. So, I know you said last night traumatized you, but if you need someone to just quietly sit back and listen, well... yeah, what if you don't believe me? I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. You know what? I think I still want to read, like, with me on this, so... Here's here's what the fuck is happening. Yeah. Nobody's dead, though, so, you know. Monsters in the woods. I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. How I like how he's like, how excited, and he looks so bummed out. Oh, wait, there we go. I hadn't pegged you for a transplant. Here's a conversation that we've already had. Do you regret moving here? I don't think I have a choice because, you know, shit's fucked. Why'd you leave Charlotte? You know, shit. I've felt out of place this whole time. We can bond. Let me know if you happen to cross any leads. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Right. The T. You know what? Screw the general store. I'm just going to the fucking library. Friends! Librarian! Cat! Pixel. It's quiet today. Distinctly missing the presence of yesterday's 3 teenage girls. Damn. Oh, hey, you made it! So, head on in. Head on over. Hey, it's nice to meet you in person. I'm Kanika. Stella filled me in about last night. Hello! You look tired. I'll sleep when I'm dead. You know, let's be excited about this for once. I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Yeah, look. She's puppies, you know. Some creepy old guy with a real estate scheme and a bad costume is at least a little more believable than monsters and curses. All we now is for Gretchen to start talking. Okay, so I noticed speak with animals is like one of the options, and that's also something I'm going for at some point. Anyway, we should get started. Before you dig in, you remember the boot print you found in the garden. You know what? Just in case I can't show it later. Hey, before we dig in, I found something in the garden this morning. Check this shit. These prints were in the bushes with a clear line of sight on my window. Dang, that's creepy. Are you okay? No! What is that liquid around it? It looks like pus. I'm not a fucking doctor. Some creep in a bloody mining uniform scared the shit out of me and Tabitha last night. I think it's him. Oh, right. I remember you mentioning that. Dang, that's spooky. Oh, that sounds like Wayne. He's been coming around my mom's tea room a lot. I don't know what's going on with him. That's, really concerning? Let us know if you need somewhere else to stay. Thank you! I wonder if there's any connection between him and what happened at the woods last night. Like what? I mean, I don't have anything specific, but we have the whole prophecy of impending doom angle to explore, and this photo is weird. I can't stop thinking about the splatters on the ground. If he's sick, maybe it's from the creatures you encountered. Hey there, strangers. Hey, Oscar. This is Blaze, Tabitha's cousin. I met him yesterday. I actually already had the pleasure. Yippee! We had an excellent conversation yesterday, though I think I might have gotten a bit heavy for my daughter. Though speaking of Rosalina, none of you have happened to see her around this morning, have you? Sir, I regret to inform you shit is gonna be fucked. Maybe something I have this time can help. I don't want to be the helicopter dad, but she hasn't answered my text, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs out with. Yeah, they're having trouble getting, you know, what was it? Japanese pearl dragon? I don't fucking know. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. The what? It's this great old abandoned spot, and it's practically a magnet for young people. Even honors students aren't free from its call. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I mean, I know she's not fine, but like, my character doesn't know. I'm sure she. Ditchlings. Ditchlings? That's actually why we came here today. Have you ever heard of them? Apparently seeing one's supposed to be in disasters around the corner. All according to Keikaku. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? I just noticed a little creature there. Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? Yes! But this isn't Slay the Princess. I can't give you this knowledge. I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go and have some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Aw, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Nom 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 nom. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. Not quite, but you know. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in these woods. Yeah, shit's fucked. Gotta try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Well, if any of you run into her, would you let her know her dad's worried? Oxter anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Books! I have the thing for this shit! Alright, this is probably going to be some long reading. I'm moving my water closer. How much water do I have? Okay, good. Alright. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you to help out. Got our snacks, got our books. Let's get this research party started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Oh, yeah, we got an extra book. Hell yeah. Historical Buildings of Scarlet Hollow. Just the thought of reading a book like this would probably put most people to sleep. But you've got a mystery to solve, and to solve it, you need to know everything there is to know about this town. Alright. The Scarlet Estate. The Scarlet Estate. Inarguably the most striking piece of architecture in Scarlet Hollow. The most elaborate and elegant estate in the region prior to the construction of the Biltmore in 1895. Andrew Jackson Scarlett chose the location to be atop a hill in Scarlet Hollow's geographic center, so that it might be seen from the town below. It remains a constant reminder of the family who carved Scarlet Hollow from the wilderness and provided wealth and prosperity to its residents, and is now falling off the fucking cliff due to somebody's idiocy. The Hiram Scarlet Memorial Hospital. First used as a field hospital during the Civil War, it was named for Silas Scarlett's eldest son, who perished in the bloody conflict. It still stands at the end of what is now the residential district of Scarlet Hollow, and has served the health of the community for over 100 years. In the late 1800s, as the town prospered from a coal boom, additions were built onto the house, and it was transformed into a sanatorium, bringing in prestigious clientele from around the world. Yeah, you run into that. They believed the fresh mountain air would do them well, and Scarlet Hollow became a tourist destination for patients of all afflictions. The clinic still operates to this day as a doctor's office and stands as a building of cultural significance. Okay, the mines. The original mining facility is no longer standing. We know why. Having been destroyed. Oh, yeah. Hey, if I read for 2 more seconds. Having been destroyed in the collapse of 1918. Yeah. God damn it, me. Though the new facility, outfitted with all the cutting-edge technologies of the industry, is in itself a fine example of practical construction. The first iteration of the mining camp was a true product of its time, and what few photographs exist are an interesting peek back at a different era. One can still visit the site of the original Scarlet Mine, though all that remains are a few abandoned tunnels closed off to the public. God damn it. The Tremaine homestead. Yeah, these guys. Situated on the edge of Scarlet Hollow's farmlands, the Tremaine homestead was one of the earliest settlements in Scarlet Hollow, predating even the town's famous coal mines. For many decades, the Tremaine family maintained the largest farm in Scarlet Hollow, but a break in the family led them to split the land in two, and the homestead along with it. Despite the many changes made to the two halves of the Tremaine homestead in the subsequent decades, the original log structures are still visible and maintained to this day. They are undoubtedly the oldest buildings left standing in Scarlet Hollow. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Okay, zippies. Okay. First, the Scarlet Hollow First Baptist Church. Let's go. One of the first buildings constructed by the Scarlet family, the Scarlet Hollow First Baptist Church, still sits on its original foundation, though the building was constructed to accommodate the influx of citizens during the Scarlet Hollow coal boom of the late 1800s. Attendance has dwindled since the infamous mine collapse of 1918, and while the building may have fallen into disrepair, its simple vaulted ceilings still evoke awe to any who enter. And the town hall. Celis Scarlet personally funded the town hall's construction as the first municipal building in the then small community of Scarlet Hollow. It has stood at the end of Main Street since before the Civil War, its white columned edifice withstanding the ravages of the 1860s and continuing to stand to this day, a stunning piece of antebellum architecture. Oh my gosh. After the town of I could have stayed home. I could have cleaned the fucking bathroom. Oh. After the town of Scarlet Hollow switched to a dogmare system, I get to find out early again, of government in the 1920s, the building has been put to different use through the upstairs, though the upstairs still house the town archives and the special ceremonial office for events with the mayor, who is a good boy. So the mayor of Scarlet Hollow is a dog. Alright, I'm done with this one. Alright, flip through this. Okay, I'm not rereading these. Like, unless there's something additional. Okay, I will read the. Okay, Mothman. I am the night. Mothman is a large flying creature, generally described as humanoid, with glowing red eyes. It was first spotted by a couple in West Virginia in the mid-1960s, and was encountered in the region several more times in the following years. The Silver Bridge collapse of 1967 has been linked to a series of Mothman sightings, and it's said the presence of the creature served as some sort of omen or was a catalyst that led to the disaster. This has since become an important aspect of Mothman, with sightings of the cryptid often taken as a sign of some great misfortune is soon to follow. Alright. The fucking Jersey Devil. Through the Pine Barrens, the place where this creature is said to have been born, are far from the Appalachian wilderness. Sightings of the Jersey Devil have been documented all throughout the forest of the eastern United States. According to popular legend, the Jersey Devil was born to a woman named Jane Leeds. Leeds, upon realizing she was pregnant with her 13th child, goddamn, and daunted by the task of giving birth yet again, cursed the child in her womb, proclaiming it would be the devil itself. Though born as a normal child, it quickly transformed, gaining a goat or horse's head, large bat wings, and a forked devil's tail. Kicking at the family and lashing out with its tail, it flew up the chimney and out into the night, disappearing into the pine barrens. The Jersey Devil is one of the oldest cryptids in North American history, with sightings spanning back through the 1800s, all the way to the origin of the myth in the late 1700s. It's said to move with incredible speed and is recognizable by its high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. Oh, what? I'm regretting this. I'm okay. All right, you're all here with me through this. Oh, hey, Blood. It's safe to say life was hard in the South after Civil War. The land and its people had been ravaged by conflict, and many turned to unusual industries to get by. One such industry was that of ginseng diggers, or sang diggers, as they were colloquially known, who eked out a meager living for themselves by digging up and selling wild American ginseng. Myths surrounding sang diggers were plentiful, but most prominent among them was that of the ginseng baby. It was said that if you dig up a ginseng root on the night of the new moon, it will cry like an infant and leave blood in the earth when it's torn free. The parallels to European mandrake myths are clear, and it can be assumed that this myth arose from cross-pollination from European immigrants, but perhaps on the night of the new moon, you should go out and dig up a ginseng root, see if it cries, and check the earth for its blood. For it could be that the myth spread not through legends passed down through immigrant families, but from the unsettling experiences of these Appalachian foragers. That's foragers. Okay. One of the most famous hauntings in North American history, the Bell Witch was a strange entity that plagued the citizens of the Red River region of Tennessee in the early 1800s. Many strange phenomena have been attributed to the witch through the years, but the most famous was the haunting of the Bell family. It started out as a fairly typical haunting with unnatural sounds echoing throughout the house after sundown, and the appearance of a strange mammal that no one could identify or capture. Unlike other hauntings, though, these acts quickly escalated to attacks on the family, and in particular the daughter, Elizabeth Bell. She was constantly covered in bruises from the spirit's abuse. The spirit could frequently be heard speaking through the walls, its disembodied voice mocking the family and any visitors, and it eventually escalated to giving full-blown hallucinations to those dwelling in the Bell house. Though this haunting ended in the early 1800s, its activity continued in the region for many decades. It could be that the entity known as the Bell Witch may still dwell in the Red River region to this day. The Hopkinsville Goblins case was a supposed close encounter with extraterrestrials in the 1950s near Hopkinsville, Kentucky. During the incident, 5 adults and 7 children arrived at the local police station, claiming that a group of small chrome creatures had besieged their farmhouse for hours. When the police arrived on the scene, they found bullet holes and spent shells, but little else in the way of evidence. Skeptics suggested that the family had simply misidentified a group of horned owls. Even so, the incident remains one of the most thoroughly corroborated and documented cases of extraterrestrial contact. Okay. Sorry, hang on. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was in-game or out-of-game. Okay. Okay, no, these ones I've read. These ones I've read. I'm sorry, but these ones I've read. Okay. You close the book and put it back. I think I'm done here. Let's check in. I mean, that was all really interesting, but also, goddamn. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as to what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Pixel! Before you could respond, Pixel leaps onto the table. Almost an instinct, Stella slams her book shut. Aw, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought of people paying attention to anything that isn't him. Why would you walk a paper shredder water freely in the library? Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that? Want to pet? No, want to pet again! Oh no, he was my best friend yesterday. He was my bestie. Alright. Leave Pixel be. The good loaf. Gretchen's just like, Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if you need anything. Alright. Let's talk about historical buildings of Scarlet Hollow. Did I just jump scare you guys? Oh my god, you read that? That book was assigned as punishment if we misbehaved in school. It's an excellent sleep aid. NyQuil and melatonin have nothing on historical buildings of Scarlet Hollow. Rumor has it that nobody's read it from cover to cover. You guys are missing out. That's one of my favorite books here. Such a rich history. Guess we're just kindred spirits, Blaze. Fuck yeah. Haha, yeah, I read the boring book. Haha, yeah, I read the boring book. We meant that as a compliment. Yeah, getting... I thought I was joking myself, too. I was like, haha, very funny. I read the boring book. Yeah, getting through that text is a testament to your iron will and steel eyelids. When will somebody could tell me that the mayor was a dog? Darn, I was hoping to be a surprise. Scarlet hasn't had a human mayor since the 1920s. Yeah, if you were hoping the mayor might be able to help us out here, you're out of luck. The fuck happened to the estate? At some point, the hill it was built on started falling apart. I think it's pretty stable at this point, though. The estate fucking isn't. Is it? Stella, you've seen that place. And half of it's still mostly okay. Yeah! The driveway looks fine! Why do people go to church here? We've just never really had a good pastor around these parts. Not as long as I've been around, at least. And I'm not really much of a church person anyway. What's the time? The building gives off weird vibes, too. Not in a fun, haunted way. I mean, something's clearly gonna happen there later. It's just not in the chapters we have yet. Even the hospital is named after my family. I know it's in the name, but calling it a hospital is generous. Right now, it's a one-woman medical clinic. If any serious emergencies happen these days, we've got to call an ambulance from out of town. Ha! Foreshadowing is a tool. That's where Reese and his mom live. She's the town doctor, though these days she doesn't really see a lot of patients. That's both good and bad. The Tremaine homestead seems like the only thing here that doesn't have the Scarlet name stamped on it. Yeah, I think they've been around these parts even longer than your family. Though they're the Tremaines and the Callaways now. They literally split the farmhouse in half over that schism. So I've heard. Duke's actually on the Callaway side of the family. About the coal mines. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about that being in that place. In a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. Stella, we know you're fucking gay. What happened after the mine collapse? The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little while, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. I'm sure Tyree runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. She does, but the bar is unfortunately very fucking low. Still hasn't let the union in, though. I mean, I do get Kanika on that, because it's like, I don't know if this is like the only reason, but like, I mean, maybe there's more. I genuinely don't know, but not letting the Union in, I do understand being like, hey, Union, there's a reason she and I don't talk. Okay, but is there more than that? Can you elaborate at some point, maybe? History tends to be written by winners. Maybe there's more to Charles Shaw. Maybe there's something up with this dude. Normally I'd be inclined to agree with you there, but we're talking about an old-timey coal boss. I'd be shocked if he wasn't cutting corners. Blaze does make a fair point. Shaw was certainly a problematic figure, but there might be other details that were lost to time. Sure, but the guy was run out of town on a rail. I know, I saw the painting. That's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall. He got off easy, if you ask me. I mean, if he's the one who did it, yeah. If he's not the one that did it, then... A union-busting mine collapse from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Like, yeah. Yeah. I am still with you on the union, Stella. Kanika. Okay, I apparently need to play this game more. I still suck at names. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what that sculpture out front is for. Commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there. Probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me. You know what? That could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. Oh. Foreshadowing is a tool writers use. Yeesh, Stella. That's morbid. And besides, it was all that dude's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with that kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Or anybody pulled. Y'all don't think the mine's about to collapse, right? Also, where the hell are my frames going? I'm not even kidding. I have just lost all frames. Okay, there we go. Do you mind? Like, I'm sure, like, everybody is streaming Halloween right now, but, like, can I just have my frames back, please? Alright, let me just... Okay, I think it's okay. I think we can continue. Ah, no, I don't think so. I know so, but I can't tell you that. Phew, had me worried for a second there. Oh, no, the worst part of it is that your daughter's there. Look at me, that little Kanika. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. I do like she does actually give Tabitha credit, though, for that. Like, she doesn't like Tabitha, obviously, possibly for reasons we have yet to find out, but she's like, okay, look, she did make the mine safer. That's good. You never know. Don't, like, I mean, I know it's gonna happen, but don't be like, you never know. It's important, but... Okay, I think we're back. We might be back. Hello? Okay, you guys here too? Hopefully? Yep, okay, hi. Hello. Alright, well, I don't know how long this is gonna last, but let's at least try and get out of the effing library. You never know, there could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow us up. I miss this. You know what, let's wonder about a cult for 2 seconds. Maybe the ditchlings was actually noticed doing some weird sort of ritual stuff. Haha, very funny. You were there with me last night, Blaze. You know as well as I do that whatever we saw, it wasn't human. I know. I get to make the hee-hoo funny comebacks, comments, whatever. God damn it. What a revisionist biography. Really glosses over all the war criminals to paint a picture of a self-made man. It's a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of just trusting the first thing you read. Yep, dude was a monster. Sorry you related to him. Me too. He sucked. I don't know what this has to do with now. Yeah, we probably have better leads. First, have historical context. Folk monsters. Hopkinsville goblins were silvery, small, and traveled in packs. There's a lot of similarities to ditchlings there. Those are 100% confirmed aliens, though. Unless... The Hopkinsville goblins were just a couple of owls some drunk farmers saw at 3 a.m. They're not aliens, and before you say it, no, ditchlings aren't aliens either. It doesn't matter if either of them are aliens. What matters is that there are similarities between them. All I'm saying is there's a precedent for this physical description. It's a starting point. Yeah, it's just they're similar. Alright, I can respect that, but even if the Hopkinsville goblins were ditchlings, there's not a whole lot to go off of there. And that's a big if. I know. It'll probably rule out the whole Portent of Doom thing. I'm already ruling that out. Yes! The mountain lion! The whole reason I came to this fucking library! Wampus cats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Voices like a woman crying out somewhere between person size and cat size. Definitely, they're 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or something getting confused about a perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank. Then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs, got freaked out, and now we're here. You'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of a Bigfoot. If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real, and I'll literally eat it. I promise. I'm holding you to it. Yeah, I was literally attacked by a mountain lion yesterday. Holy shit, you were? Yes! So you say, but for all we know, you were attacked by a ditchling, which you mistook for a mountain lion. Bitch! The fact that Duke was out there explicitly hunting for an alleged mountain lion could have warped your memories. Kanika, I really appreciate the look you're giving her right now. Stella, are you really saying that my mom's magical grub monsters are real and cougars aren't? Sure, we have video evidence of your mom's magical grub monsters. Unluckily for you, I filmed it attacking me. Here. You take out your phone and show Stella and Kanika your extremely shaky footage of yesterday's mountain lion encounter. That's definitely a mountain lion. Yeah, I guess. What do you mean you fucking guess? And it looks like it got all ditchlinged in the face. Why were you filming it? Because nobody would have believed me if I didn't. Stella! Isn't that interesting, Stella? Okay, fine. I yield. Let's move on before I lose what's left of my pride. Girl, like, no offense to you, but like, you were you were being a little bit shitty there. Like, you had the best of intentions, but like, no, you saw ditchlings, but your memory was warped by the fact that you were walking around. Like, no! And fuck you slightly. Do we think Wayne is a Tommyknocker? Maybe he's the ghost of a dead miner. Something seriously wrong with that guy, and we should definitely look into it, but I don't think he's a ghost. Yeah, ghosts tend to be tied to a specific place, though maybe he's haunting the whole town. He's not a ghost, because ghosts aren't real. Also, I've seen him, like, touch stuff. There's apparently some similarities between Mothman and ditchlings. Both of them are portents of doom. That's right. Mothman, love that guy. There's a whole subgenre of cryptids that serve as bad omens, but the disaster angle is definitely a clear connection. Maybe Mothman is what happened when ditchling is all grown up. But they're already reproducing. And they don't have wings and they're pale and blobby. Huh. They have a certain caterpillar vibe, don't they? Yeah. I'm engaging with you on this. Portents of doom aren't real. No, but ditchlings are. Why is the Jersey Devil even in this book? The Pine Barrens are specifically not in the Appalachian. In Appalachia. Because he's cool? The Jersey Devil is like the granddaddy of North American cryptids, and it's kind of close to the Appalachia. Back when I was a kid, I always wanted one as a pet. No. Yes. The Taily Po. I was scared and did not want soup for like years. The Bell Witch sounds terrifying. Yeah, no kidding. Thankfully, she isn't real. I have never heard of the Ginseng babies. Oh yeah, that myth is pretty buried. The author managed to unearth it for this book. Look, I can appreciate a good pun too, come on. Get it? Yes, Stella. Yes, Stella. But seriously, whoever wrote this book has definitely stretched things out so they could include some of their favorite stuff, like how the Jersey Devil's in it. Have you seen what ginseng roots look like, though? Creepy stuff. Creepy, but incapable of screaming. Yeah, that's one of those things even I don't buy into. But, let's move on. Yeah, the mines are obvious common thread here. And I apparently need book smarts to call it. The mines are the obvious common thread between everything we've researched, between Wayne, the old collapse, and the fact that the whole town's practically been built around them. They're the smartest place to start our investigation. Good idea. There's an awful lot of mines-related stuff in my notes. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go to the... Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? I promise nothing. Gretchen also knows better, right? Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Sneaks, we're just going to question some of the miners. And if that question gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You could cross that bridge when we come to it. I am not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Yeah, and hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we're at it. Awesome! Let's roll out! Look at us going out on a caper together. I miss this. I miss this too. Though there is something missing. Reese! I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Blaze. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. I guess you still called him after leaving? That's fine. Hell yeah, let's do it. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. And we will! Hopefully we can avert disaster this time. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending... Look! A building! Unlike several of the other entries in Historical Buildings of Scarlet Hollow, this one still looks mostly like it did in the book. And it doesn't look on the brink of collapse. Reese, it's Stella! I brought some buddies too! Shh, not so loud. He's sleeping. Can I help you with something? Hello! The woman in your voice stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation wash over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. Do you have any monsters in your basement? I mean, skeletons in your... hi, how are you doing? Can your son come hang out? Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. You know, he has to sleep off the poison. The poison meant for Cusco... my son. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now, anyway. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten to the chance to... I love this. Like, Gretchen's like, I know what we do here. I've received the briefing. I too will give the puppy eyes. Hi, I'm Blaze, Vivian's kid. Hello. I know who you are. Well, excuse me for being polite and introducing myself. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back into the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Blaze. Thank you! That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. It's nice of her to offer, though. I think she says food's her love language, and I get that, you know? Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... the return of the puppy eyes. Okay, fine. Yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale. The downside of living in a complex, you sometimes just get weird noises, and it's like, what the fuck am I hearing? And it's usually just someone somewhere else in the building. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs in hospital. Okay, but Gretchen's also her therapy dog. Like, this is... I'm pretty sure this is an actual thing. Like, let her bring her therapy dog. Come on. No dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. Well, God, that woman makes me so nervous. She used to be so nice when we were kids. Always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. I mean, she is, just not in the way you think. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Both can be true. Either way, I guess it's just three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry, I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. Welcome to tag along, Blaze. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Yeah, I don't have to ask. So, oh, but I think I will save. Oh, I'm all the way back here. Okay, well, autosaves then. I'm gonna actually ride with Kanika because I walked with her before. And I wanna talk to her. I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. Kanika is a careful driver, maintaining her control even though her old van bumps around on the unpaved mountain roads. She treats the tight turns with the fear they deserve, unlike your cousin, whose mood seems to make itself known through how aggressively she speeds around the treacherous bends. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom is scary. I've seen him in person maybe 5 or 6 times in as many years. Well, that sucks. And that was always in his house, and with his mom right there the whole time. No one even knows what he's sick with. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. It's not. She doesn't mean it, but, like, you know. Ah, it's a little magical girl stuff! Girl, I love all your little thingies and knickknacks. It's so cute. So what's going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years. It's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. I just find it a little weird that his mom hasn't brought in any outside doctors. At least not any I'm aware of. I mean, she's a doctor, but if your kid's been housebound for this many years, you'd think it was something you'd put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know, I'm probably just projecting or something. Ha, ha, sounds a little bit like fastidious disorder. Yeah, I try not to think about that. Okay, we're not going to explain what fastidious disorder is. Okay. Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes, like 4,000 of them. That's a lot. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia research monkeys? Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. No, I totally get that. I get it sounds weird that, like, they're not quite human, ape-like. Okay, good. Glad I don't sound nuts. Nah. So, do you have any plans to get out of this town, live somewhere else? This is the part where we socialize. You're stuck with me. Yeah, this wasn't the plan, and it still isn't. I was actually a couple of years into vet school, top of my class, I might add, when my dad died. Fucking parents in this town. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and my brother, well, you've met Miles if you haven't you'll meet Miles if you haven't already. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family, too. The general store? That's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Yeah, people need food. Like this, yeah. Maybe I'll get to go back next semester. Honey. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't know if my dad is dead. You're funny. Well, thank you. I think you'd be a great vet. Oh, chase your dreams. Shouldn't wait. Help your family. I mean, you shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life, but you'd be a great vet. You would be a great vet. Yeah, I've seen you with Gretchen. I have seen you with Gretchen. Ah, shucks. I was really into biology during undergrad, and growing up around Stella and her mom gave me a special kind of love for animals. That's fair. Can you please drive me out of town, like, right now? Nah, we good. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. Whee! Frams! You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably going to be another couple of minutes. Oh, jeez! Hey, y'all! How was the ride? I'm gonna put Gretchen down. I'm gonna put Gretchen down for a second. Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. I didn't want to keep you all waiting. Girl. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. We're all here. What's the plan? I guess we're just gonna talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in these mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. Okay, next one, I kind of really do want to stay behind, because if they still do this without me, unless something makes me come along anyway, it's just like, I want to know how the fuck she sneaks in. Like, what do they do if I'm not here? We're probably less likely to get hot. Hot? Take a sip. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. I'm taking it. What's the third person doing? Stella's on lookout duty, and only one of us is going in. What's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms with the earpieces? You have high-tech surveillance gear? That is cool ass. It's like, no, I just have earbuds. Basic technology. Stella, please. I take it I'm going in. Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends, and pretty much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know? It's probably for the best, Blaze. Okay! No, I will be confident with this time. You're good. I've got this. You'll do great. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you, though. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Yeah, somebody get Gretchen before she runs into the mine. Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. With, you know, Kanika's car in plain sight. Van. Vehicle. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. Loud and clear. Cool, same goes for you. Excellent. We enter the mines. I'm in. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. Alright. Sup? I approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Hello. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zach. Got a reason to be bothering us? Hi, I'm not gonna say I'm Tabitha's cousin. I'm just gonna, like, blitz past this shit really fucking quickly. Because I've kind of already done this. Nothing personal, but, hey, I met this guy on the bus. Yeah, no, okay. Do you know anything about Wade? He was such a cutout mess. Miss that dude. He kind of jumped me last night. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, well, I guess he's still around. According to the people, but accosting? The guy's got great acoustics, what can I tell you? That doesn't sound like him at all. Pressing them usually doesn't work. That's all, thanks! Bye! Bye-bye! Yeah, they seem to think he was dead. Alright, more miners. Oh. Uh-oh. You stop in your tracks, a shiver running up your spine as an unfamiliar voice calls out to you. You shouldn't have come here. It's dangerous. Okay, I already did that. Was that you in the garden this morning? You don't have to be afraid of me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Do not forget that. Answer the question! He's dodging the question. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Answer the question. Please stop following me. What's going to happen? Yeah, where were you when I was attacked by the mountain? Yeah, where were you? Hey! Hey! Mountain lion. I would have stepped in if the old man hadn't beat me to it. Clearly, I need to be closer to you. Oh. Clearly, I need to be closer to you. Fucking leaves. Hey, Blaze, are you still there? We've been getting static from you. Wayne got the jump on me? Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay! He said some ominous shit at me. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't fucking know. The plot thickens. The plot does chicken. I said I needed to get out before I didn't stick to... if I leave earlier, would that mean... I do want to talk to Tabitha about this, though. I need to talk to Tabitha about this. The miners think this guy's dead, even though he's still lurking around the camp. Totally get that. For sure, tipping her off might make it hard to talk to anyone else. I'll talk to the miners first. The downside is, though, fuck you, Rodriguez. Street smarts got me to talk to this guy, but I don't think I can this time. Anything out of the ordinary. You know, animals, odd noises, people getting sick, knocking in the mines, that's all, thanks. Do you know about this guy I've met on the bus? Do you guys know a man named Wayne? Yeah, I mean Sam Wayne. Yeah, I've seen him. I saw him just now. He was right the fuck over there. I knew it. He probably just got back to camp after whatever he went off to do. Hold on a tick. Creepy isn't exactly his M.O. You know that, Isaacs. How do you know it was Sam Wayne? I don't recall seeing your face around here before. What they call him? Good people, but I don't expect them to know every mining fellow in town by sight, if you catch my drift. Not really, but I also have a shit time with names, so, like, that's fucking fair. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wade to be seen in town, wandering around, following some stranger, not checking in with any of his buddies. Like, that's kind of fucking valid. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work is having a little fun playing hooky. Following, though? Okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Till I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way he can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't her first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about? The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibilities. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him! What if I pretend like I know? I want to ask. Who is he seeing? Whoa, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking the mustache. If I never said anything. I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Okay. I'll press you. Good. Thanks for the help. I'll mention it. Let's pack it in. Damn. Yeah. Okay, there's only one more group. Before I talked to Tabitha, but I didn't get anything from it. Alright. Everybody give me a minute. Just a second. Just a second. I've played a little of this game before. Don't worry about it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, that was the last playthrough. Okay, cool. Then the last group. Thank you. You're asking questions, huh? Yep. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happening in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Weird animal sightings. I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. Well, shit. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. There are monsters in the woods. I saw them with my own 2 eyes last night. I'd steer clear if I were you. I believe it. Try not to go out there myself. You never know what you're gonna find or what's gonna find you. I knew there was something off about that raccoon. Maybe it's time for me to cash in a few sick days. Head up to my cousin's place in Asheville for a spell till some scientist can figure out what's happening out here. That's what'll help you sleep at night. Might mean you don't get Christmas off, though, and that'd be a shame. Noises from the... Why couldn't I tell them they were called ditchlings? I got told that, right? All the time. Howling, screaming, and all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just the screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be. Might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God in me shivering down my spine, I tell ya. Ah, there we go. Ditchlings! Ditchlings. A portrait... Wait, hang on. I kind of want to say I saw what made the noise. Hang on. Load. Auto. Here. I saw what made that. I saw the creatures that made that noise. Pale, hairless, and horribly misshapen with the little twisted up faces. The two men stare at you, a look of disquiet in their eyes. I ain't never heard of anything like that up here. Damn, that almost sounds like a ditchling. Oh, there we go. My grandma used to tell me stories about them when I was a little kid. Okay, some other grandma knows. I guess it's not just my mom. Knocking in the mines? You asking us if we've heard any of the Tommy knockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All of us who was here before the machine got brought in knows the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance. Always stealing my hammers. That's true. Had a pickaxe stolen too. And when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking of going into those old mine shafts alone. We won't be alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm not going to wind up... I'm going to wind up down and going down there with you, aren't I? Are people getting sick? I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. That's all on that front. Sure. Do you two know about the mysterious stranger who bothered me on the bus? Tell the miners about your encounter yesterday. No, never known anybody in my entire life. How about you, Tate? Yep, never known a soul. This is going nowhere. Let's face it, Blaze. Whoever you met on that bus is one of those loose ends you'll just have to live with for the rest of your life. Aww. Alright. What do you know about Sam Wade? Oh ho ho, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? He's been following me, I know that much at least. Well, ain't that interesting development in his little love story. I wonder, did the boss lady dump him, or is he trying to mess around behind her back? Stella audibly gasps. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Oh my god, gross! Can he go... I mean, they're not being whatever about it, like, calm down. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. You guys are talking about Tabitha, aren't you? Yep. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had... Okay, well, I guess it's kind of fucking fair for Stella to flirt with us then, if, you know, Tabitha's... bisexual girls unite. That's all, thanks for the help. Now I think I'm about to get white woman jump scared, I think. My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, just let us know and we'll whip him into shape. Thank you. Blaze, I think we got a problem. Yep. What's up? What the hell are you doing here? Ah, crap. Good luck. Sorry, Blaze. And that's our cue. Pardon us. You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay at this estate and stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? And what is that ridiculous thing? And what is that ridiculous thing doing in your ears? Are you trying to record my employees? Are you trying to record me? Tabitha snatches the earbuds out of you. No, those aren't mine. Typical phone addicted city dweller. Ugh. God, and I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look, I don't want you wandering anywhere else. To stay here for an hour, I can take you back to the estate as soon as my meeting wraps up. Oh, I don't get to talk to her at all, do I? Can you please do that for me? Okay, hang on. Crap. This is a clicking that never ends. This goes on and on, my friends. Some people started clicking and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue clicking just forever, just because the save is really high. I have put not that many hours. I need you to take what's going on right now seriously. I need you to take me seriously. And what, pray tell, do you think is going on that I'm not taking seriously? What monster of the week has Stella cooked up inside your head? Wayne. There's a man named Wayne who's been following me around town. There's something seriously wrong with him, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. But I could use your help. Apparently, he used to work here. A lot of people used to work here. A lot of people still work here. Look, I'm sure that coming from the city, you're just not used to the sort of folk who work in a coal mine. But I'll tell you what. I'll look in my books just for you. No, I want to... No. Okay. You were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? Excuse me? I'm not dating anybody. I don't even know a Sam Wayne. Whoever's been telling you this is clearly trying to spread rumors to hurt my character. Who said that? I want names. Tabitha, he's been following me. Why? How should I know? I don't know what these people told you, but I'm sure it's all bullshit. I don't involve myself with their lives. Why can't I just show her the photo? I have photographic evidence. I think a bunch of miners on break are just going to be honest with a random stranger that wanders into their camp? You're more naive than I thought. You're literally lying to my face right now. And if you don't want to be followed by some weirdo, just stay home. Well, at least you didn't break the earbuds, I guess. Sorry I wasn't able to give you a better warning. You good? I've been better. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. Girl carrying a bundle of snack pops through a hole in the fence. Yeah. Can we call Oscar? Let's handle this after we can. No. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. Here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Spelunking, I guess. You apparently... Are you blushing at me? Well, at least we'll have a good guide while we're down there in case this goes south. Oh, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Blaze and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Oh, do I call Tabitha or not? What do I do? I called her last time, but do I not call her? Do I call her? Choices that matter. Okay, she might have, I guess she could have aggravated the situation. I mean, I guess I could call her and still go in? I guess? Fuck. Okay, call her. Yeah. Okay, she was lenient on me earlier. No, she agreed. She would try to be less snippy, and I would try. Okay. We wait. I could be a bitch about it. Nice to see you too, Tabitha. Oh, you don't have to be sarcastic about it. I'm not, but okay. I mean, if nothing else, the woman does try to keep me alive. I know, I read about it. Why can't I know the exact amount? Like... Well, it makes you think it was his fault. Doesn't really matter whose fault it was. That's ancient history at this point. 100 years on, who cares about pointing fingers and passing blame? Everyone involved is long dead. I mean, technically she's right. Technically, he's very, very dead. What I care about are the 168 people who climbed down into their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. It sounds like rock shifting somewhere deeper in the mine. We should be careful. Have you not been careful up until this point? Did I give you my whole tragedies of the past spiel for nothing? More careful, Tabitha. Further care. Fuck if I know. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mines. Alright, let's go. Take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha could pick up snippets of a tense argument. Can't believe your dad sent people to... yeah. What's your deal with Kanika? Fuck if I know. What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. That's not how that works. She thinks you're exploiting your workers. I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that sometimes people aren't cut out for the job. I mean, again, if you're not cut out for mining work, you don't want to be down here. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Let's just move on, alright? Okay. Girl just doing her best. I swear to fuck. Breathe a sigh of relief. Behold the fucking children! Yeah! My dad said it was safe. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, he got promoted. He's gonna be demoted. It's great. What? Oh, shit. Yeah. Who are you? Who are we to tell them they can't? Stella. Yeah, that is her mind. Yeah, he should kind of be treating you more like an adult. At least one of you sees reason. Not how you think, Becca. I just think he should talk to her. Yo, we should break in and yeah, bust ghost. You can't break into a house so There's no ghost that you know of. I don't care. Everybody just get the fuck out. You're the Miles. We're fucking leaving. Okay, please tell me I could do something different. Stella. Okay, they're still gone. Yeah, hi, you little fucks. You don't know anything, you're gonna get lost. Oh, I think this is gonna be the same. I don't... Read a lot of stories about cave rescuers needing their own rescues. Should we get some professionals down here? Like, that's a point! Are you biting off more than we could chew? Should we get some professionals down here? I am a professional. I'd also prefer to resolve this issue without word getting out if possible. Again, I don't want to deal with angry parents trying to sue me for their own negligence. Inspiring. Kanika, I don't know, man. Oh, don't worry, Blaze. It'll be fun and safe. Fun and safe like last night? Give me a break, Stella. I'm coming with you, but it's because I want to come along. Not because you're making me. I just want to make that clear. Noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? You want to take Gretchen with me? Yeah, take the dog. Please take the dog. The dog has lived thus far. I wish the dog to continue to live. Alright. Hi. What's up? I hope we're good. Like, you don't have to be, flirt levels with me, but... Hey, you're cool. Let me compliment you on your stuff. Like you don't have to flirt with me. It's cool. You've got stuff going on. Let's go. Her eyes just look weird there for some reason. Yeah, the knocking's coming from the direction of the kids. Calm down. It's just mine sounds. It's really not. That sounds just the active mind echoing through the walls, right? Nah, it's Tommyknockers. I'm sure of it. Stella? It's not Tommyknockers. That being said, it's definitely not the active mine. We use machines these days, and it sounds nothing like that. It's really just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mines, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Are we sure the tunnel is going the right way? Yes. I know where the fuck I'm going. I have memorized this shit. My mother made me. I feel bad for the kids. I have no sympathies for their terror. They brought this upon themselves for trespassing in my mind and making me come down here. I'm sure they're just upset that you came down here as you are. Well, Stella. Let's keep going. God, just those moments showing how small it is. Just fuck. Okay, so far it's still... Here we go. The tunnel. Never been this far in. Congrats. I guess. This is still the same. No. I guess book smarts don't help here. Pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Yep, no. I think it was actually this way. Okay. Well, first there's this part. Walk towards it. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Blaze? No. Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. It's a bunch of arms and chains, maybe? Rotted wood. Yeah, those are... That's them behind her. Blaze, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine, ugh. You barely open your eyes, you're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Can we get up sooner? Nah, shit. The longer we delay, the longer it takes to get them out. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Shit. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions. Your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever before. Through it, you once again hear panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Apparently she would. Sorry, Rosalina. Shit. Increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shaking beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with intensity of hellish sound. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Did you see it too? How can you be sure? Look, this kind of thing happens in mines sometimes, especially when there's bad ventilation. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with that knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. But wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them there. Leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we could do to help those girls right now is not to be buried alive ourselves. I can't. Okay, let's do this. Please, don't do this to me. Just run. Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Go. Go. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Blaze, if we get stuck down here. Can't I just say thank you? Debs, please, just give me thank you. You'll what? Kill me and then be stuck down here and alone. Shut up, I guess. Say nothing. Focused on following Rosalina, she darts ahead. We're coming, just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. The move! Okay, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 please. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of rock littering the path around you. All of you start climbing. Now! Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. Get the fuck out of here. Just making sure we get out. Follow suit and start climbing. This way, come on! Cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Why couldn't you have just listened to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God! Continue towards the entrance. Come on, please. There wasn't another choice. I don't think it's going to be different. You push forward, your muscles burning. Your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Please. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Please. Come on, we gotta go faster. We're not fast enough. We're still not fast enough. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Then the knocking fades, and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. Sort of. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why? Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. Cough. This really hurts. Do I have book smarts? Do I have knowledge and strength? Can I do something? Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of there. Are you... Oh my god. Gretchen, come help. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went into there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. My dad found out. He'll kill me. He can't know. Becca, what the fuck is your home life if this is how... You're gonna kick your parents' ass. Becca squirms through the gap in the boards and scampers away. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're gonna get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and we're gonna be just fine, okay? Blaze and Alexis will keep you safe until then. And Gretchen! No. I don't have any book smarts. I will lift these boulders if I have to. Thanks, Blaze. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. It's all me and Becca's fault. I never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Blaze. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. else would have done the same. You don't have to thank me. That's nice, but you're wrong. Tabitha tried to make you leave. I should have done more, Rosalina. If I'd been smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have been stuck with Becca after she got us lost. Maybe I wouldn't have even followed her into that tunnel. Then you wouldn't have... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake. Just hurts like hell. Sorry, I should be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit before the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. Heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. I'll hold your other hand, unless you want to pet Gretchen. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. That's such bullshit. What do you mean I can't ride with her? Better off driving behind us. We're headed to Bradford, so it's quite a ways. She gonna be okay? Is she gonna make it? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise you. We're gonna do everything we can to help keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. Oh, that's gonna be so terrifying for her. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Oscar, I'm so sorry. It's okay, it's okay. At least nobody died. What happened, though? It was a horrible fucking accident and I didn't get the choice to stop it. I mean, sure, but those kids shouldn't have been in the abandoned coal mine. No, this is no teenager's fault. Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't blame yourself as much as Tabitha seems to, but that seems to be projecting. You told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after what we saw tonight, I don't know. You didn't see shit. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come along too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Think she's gonna be okay? Paramedic said she was stable. She's tough, though. Do you think it's over? Maybe the ditchlings were here for those kids. And we saved them. Gosh, I hope so. Maybe things will be normal from here on out, but I feel like everything that happened in the mines raises more questions than it answered. Yeah, we still don't know anything about Wade, or what about you actually saw down there. Stella filled me in outside. It's all a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Yeah, it usually takes 30 things, right? Unfortunately, give us a bit. I had a fucking vision, by the way. Gave me a hallucination stuff. Sure it just wasn't auto-suggestion? I don't know. You weren't down there. Just because I passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. I'm still not going to say I can't believe you left down there. Ah! Come on, Blaze, we're going home. Hi! The shitty police are here. I mean, all police are shit, but these guys suck. Okay, bye. I have to talk to you. I know my rights. If it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead. I can load if this. Well, wait. Where's my? I have Okay. If it wasn't for me, they'd be dead. No need to be so dramatic. We're just trying to get all of the facts, you see. Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. Fuck you guys. Have a good one. Fuck you. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back to the mine. Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. Motherfuckers. Hi. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no, you did your best. It's not your fault. I mean, what were you gonna do? Carry us out? I still don't want to blame you for this. Yeah, small town cops. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Good job, me. Let's go back to the state. See you tomorrow. Please stop to hand to get my cousin killed. Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm being pulled. I'll text you when we're back. Hi. Alright. Sorry about today? Tabitha doesn't answer. Sorry for apologizing, or... At least you called. Okay. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I really... I'm doing bad too. Yeah, me too. Gotta focus on the road. I mean... Yeah. Why did you treat Stella like that? Didn't you used to be friends? It's from a different time in my life. I just... Yeah, but no, I want you to be friends again. You're gonna be friends again. I'm gonna try to still get that path. Poor Rosalina and Oscar? I'd like to know more about you. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now. But I think I'd like that. Yippee! Also, yeah, that's... I mean, thinking about it now, it's kind of valid. We did nearly die. Like, that's not exactly a joke. Maybe I just won't say anything. Gotta focus on the road. Could you maybe not drag me off? It's been a long day, Blaze. Are you really gonna make a fuss about me bringing back to the state? Don't answer that question. I don't have the energy to get into it. Well, no, I was just saying, like, just be like, hey, come on, let's, you know, go. You don't have to, like... Yeah, whatever. Once again, cross the threshold into the estate. The musty stench of decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, the day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. You have no fucking idea, Tabitha. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. I'll see you in the morning. I will get a hug from you, woman. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. I guess we turn in. Way. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Yeah, that's kind of fair. Your phone buzzes. What's up, people? Yeah, these are the things. God damn. Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Yeah. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave the bed. Near-death experience! Fucking anxiety's off, so, you know. Yeah, the adrenaline from earlier is finally wearing off. Replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Yeah, the second you lose that much adrenaline, fuck your energy. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous picture on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your own room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Ooh, again. Also, if Perlani hadn't given Tabitha all that knowledge, then... Shut up, Fong. She wouldn't have been able to get us out of those mines. In or out, honestly. And now we get the creepy basement. End of chapter 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Yes, I will save, but I will not be continuing. Stream has thankfully been holding up well so far, but we've reached the end of the chapter, so I think I'm going to call it here for tonight. Thank you everybody for stopping by, hanging out, chatting, lurking. Thank you to those watching the VOD in the future or over on YouTube. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and if it is after Halloween for you now, you can still have a happy Halloween, whatever, you know. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Have as much Halloween as you want. But yeah, anyway, I hope you have, hope you're all doing well. Hope you all have a good time zone, and I will catch you next time. I think I might take tomorrow off, but otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye! Goodbye! Yeah, bye!